On y'all, it's your boy. He is the architect 1111, and I'm coming back to you today with a quick word and some motivation, encouragement for anybody that's on a journey, not only spiritually but in every area of your life. You know, the trinity of becoming starts with healthy mind, healthy soul, healthy body. So mind, soul, body. In today's video, I have 5 things that you can do to help that process. Okay, so 5 stages of change. The first stage of change that you're going to need to be aware of is pre-contemplation. I know you like, yo, what is pre-contemplation? I didn't know what it was either, so I'm not going to even cap. But what pre-contemplation means is you're in denial and think that you don't have a problem. You're hopeless, you're emotionally all over the place, and you're just not really aware. So you may be saying like, damn, I know I need to stop smoking weed, or I know I need to stop watching porn, but when I do it, it's not really that bad because I'm not hurting anybody. Wrong. You're hurting yourself. You're becoming desensitized. You may be numbing the pain by doing those things, watching, those things, or smoking that. It may be pulling you further away, getting you deeper in a darker hole so that the God of your understanding won't be able to reach you. So the first stage of change that you need to be aware of is pre-contemplation. Just because you're in denial doesn't mean you are far away from change. You just need to do a couple of more things. And the next thing you need to do is contemplation, which means is you want to change, you're conflicted about the effort to change. Basically, you're afraid of the process and journey. So now you're realizing, if you are coming aware, you're like, damn, you know what? I know that I only go to said person or said things when this happens, and you use it as an emotional crutch and you're not seeing the pattern. So you want to do it, but you've been leaning on said thing for so long that you're actually afraid that if I take this away, if I stop doing that, who am I? How will I be able to cope? You will be able to cope. You will be able to get through, but you just have to make that choice. And that one comes with number 3, preparation. Move past things about change to actually taking steps to change. Educate myself on what I need to do to change. Develop a plan to move forward in the preparation stage. So you may say, you know what? I need to stop spending so much. Let me write down, the things that I've been spending my money on and see where I could save money. Not saying that you're going to start to save money immediately, but just jot down some areas where you think you can cut costs, and you'll start to see some benefits of that coming back. Or you may be, an addict of whatever said thing. You can start saying, okay, this is what I was doing. Let me see how I can recognize the pattern. And recognizing the pattern and pointing it out will allow you to say, okay, now I know when this happens, or when I feel this is what I'm doing, and I go to this. So now you're preparing to say, okay, I'm recognizing the pattern. Now I need to recognize and implement some things that would help me move forward in this change, in the preparation. The next one, the 4th one, is action. Actually make behavior changes for positive change. So when you actually start implementing it, like James Clear said in Atomic Habits, you need to recognize the pattern, and you also need to implement small goals. I don't recommend jumping way off the deep end. If you've never exercised and you want to get in shape, you start trying to be like a bodybuilder or one of those fitness runners. No, your body is not going to be able to respond and keep up with it because it's something new, and it may take you to a place to where you don't want to do it anymore. So start off small. Say, you know what, I'm just going to go for a walk. You know what, I'm just going to start doing some push-ups. You know what, I'm going to get the gym membership if you can afford it. Start implementing and actually taking the steps, putting them in action to do it. And then those small bricks that you're laying on the foundation will actually equal that big wall that you're trying to build, proverbially speaking. Next, 5 is maintenance. Changes have been made. New changes have been made. New behavior is established. And what you're doing with the maintenance is you're basically keeping your goals, and you're not just scaling them, but you're continually sharpening them. I think they said it takes 10,000 hours to master anything. So with this maintenance, you're not only going from step to step, you're actually sharpening your sword. You're getting as good as you can. You're maxing out what you've learned, as well as going forward. And you're recognizing, okay, this is a trigger here. Okay, I know that this is something that I would do when this would happen. So now I'm going to come into this arena and not self-sabotage, but I'm actually going to look at the room of yourself, the room of what's going on in the environment, and say, how can I implement what I am doing now to fight that former self? Change don't just happen overnight. And that person that you used to be 10 times out of 10 is going to rear their head at the best time. You could be hitting your goals and doing all of this stuff, and that person come out and be like, hey, remember me? Don't be afraid. Talk to that person with grace. Talk to that person with emotional intelligence and let them know, hey, this is not how we do stuff anymore. This is not how we respond. This is what we're doing. And because you're in the maintenance stage and you've gone from action to maintenance, those things will actually show if you keep a journal, if you write down the things that you're doing and you have physical evidence of the growth that you've made. You can talk to that other person and say, hey, this is the growth that we've made. We no longer want to go back. We no longer want to self-sabotage because it feels good. I may not know what's coming, but I'm going to move forward not only in hope, but in assurance that the work that I'm doing, because I have receipts that is paying off, is going to continually pay off as long as I align my mind, my soul, and my body with said plan. He is the Architect 1111. Again, the 5 stages of change. 1, pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. Guys, you can look these words up and break them down yourself. I just wanted to share the game that was shared with me. You may be at one of these stages or you may be at the end, but give yourself grace, but most importantly, continually work the program, okay? He is the Architect 1111. That means the blueprint that's given to you, you need to execute it. Not do a lot, not do a little, but do what you can for that day and continually build on that. I love y'all. Peace.